Hello. Welcome in. Thank you for taking the time to be here. You can go ahead and take a seat right there in front of me, just there, okay? Perfect. Alright, so we do have to go over some questions. I just want to make sure that you had read the consent forms before entering this room. Can you confirm that you've read and agreed to the consent forms? Okay, great. Perfect. So, first and foremost, I would like for you to state your name for the record. Okay, thank you. Okay. And could you tell me when it was yesterday morning that you woke up? About what time? Okay. I see. Perfect. And when did you leave your house? Did you leave it all yesterday? Okay. Gotcha. And did you have breakfast? Mm-hmm. What did you have for breakfast? I see. Okay. And could you tell me any other meals that you had during the day? Okay. Perfect. And what kind of shoes were you wearing yesterday? Mm-hmm. Okay. And do you wear those shoes very often? Mm-hmm. Perfect. And could you state what your profession is? Are you a student? Do you work? Okay. Interesting. And would you say that you stand a lot or that you sit a lot for that kind of business? Mm-hmm. Okay. And are you right or left-handed? Ah, I see. Mm-hmm. And what kind of soap do you use? Ah, okay. Interesting. Oh, don't worry about it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see here. What else do we need to ask you? Ah, yes. Do you drive a car? And if so, what kind of car do you drive? Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you. And let's see here. Okay, that's all good. Mm-hmm. And let's see, have you ever taken a lie detector test before? No? Oh, good. Okay. Now, would you consider yourself an honest person? Okay. And how long have you lived in your current residence? Okay. Perfect. All right. And could you tell me what your least favorite letter of the alphabet is? Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Well, for now, I think we're through asking questions, so we are going to get into the inspection part of this process. So I am just going to put on my gloves real fast, and then we can get started. Okay. So first I am just going to look for any particular codes or any hidden messages on you. So go ahead and just stay still for me, and I am just going to check and see if there are any specific things written on you here. Just gonna scan for those codes now. Okay. You've never had a code on you before? That's okay. You never know, so we do just have to be thorough. Okay. And up here. Okay. Let's see, let's just over here. Just gotta inspect every little area, because sometimes they do like to put things places. Okay. And was this your first time being abducted by aliens? I see. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Alright, could you reach out this arm for me? Okay, I'm just going to inspect the arm here. Okay. No code there. Okay. And your hands. And flip your hand over, please. Okay, thank you. Now go ahead and just give me this hand here. Okay, and I am just going to inspect for codes here. Okay, there. Your hand. Don't see anything. There. And go ahead and flip your hand over. Perfect. Just one last little check here. Okay. Now I am just going to check for some foreign objects. This will be totally painless, so don't even worry about it. Sometimes we just need to double check that there aren't any like little hidden anything. So I'm just going to pat down your face here. Okay. Just gonna pat down your face here. Just patting down. Patting down. Just let me know if you feel anything and I can inspect a little further. Okay. Okay. And this side here. Okay. Okay. Interesting. And this side. You don't feel anything peculiar? No? Okay, that's totally fine. Okay. Interesting. And down your neck here. Okay. Interesting. Nothing so far, so we'll just go ahead and take note of that. And how are you feeling today? Are you feeling normal? Do you feel any different than you normally do? Okay, I see. Perfect. Okay. So, I do just need to take your fingerprints so that we can keep them for our records, okay? So go ahead and just give me your hand. Just give me this hand here, okay? And I'm just gonna press right here, okay? Just gonna press. Good, and 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 press. Okay. And on this side, I just need you to give me your hand again. Okay, thank you. So I'm just gonna go ahead and press. Good, and press. Good, and press. Okay, good, and press. Good, and press. Perfect. Thank you. So I do just need to take a closer look at everything and make sure that they didn't leave anything behind that I do need to take and bring to the lab with me. So I am just going to take my magnifying glass here. So if you wouldn't mind just looking at me and just going to look into your eyes here. Just look around your face. Okay. Have you felt itchy or uncomfortable? No? That's good. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna look up here. Could you look at the light for me? Good. Now could you look away from the light? Thank you. Could you look here for me? Okay. Now could you look at the light? Good. Now could you look away from the light? Perfect. Now just looking right here. Good. Now look directly at the light. Now look away from the light. Good. Let's see. Is there anything over here? Okay. Could you look at the light again? Okay. Thank you. And let's see if there's anything. I'm not seeing anything out of the ordinary yet. Okay. And could you look at the light? Good. Now could you look away from the light? Okay. And let's see right here. Okay. Now I'm just going to flip this over. Okay. And let's see here. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So far, nothing seems to be out of the ordinary as previously stated, so that is definitely a good sign. Do you remember them leaving anything behind that they gave to you? No? That's good. Okay. Interesting. Okay. 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 Perfect. Well, I think that everything is looking absolutely normal there, so don't think we have to worry about anything left behind on your face. I'm just going to take a quick look just below and make sure that everything around here looks normal. Okay. Okay, would you mind just opening your mouth for me for just a moment? Go ahead and just say, ah. Okay, perfect. And then just here. Okay, and here. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Now, actually, I think I am just going to just double check that your scalp is normal. So, if you wouldn't mind just staying still and looking straight ahead for me. Does everything feel generally normal right here? Okay, and what about over here? Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing any sort of devices or anything like that, so that's definitely a good sign. Okay. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting. Okay, well, your scalp looks totally normal and fine. So I'm just going to move on here to grab this little device. So we just want to make sure that we have all of your measurements and everything down so that when we take our notes to the lab that everything is exactly correct, right? So you don't remember like looking differently or having different features, right? Okay. So let me just gonna measure this part right now. Just want to measure. Make sure I get all the right digits. Okay. Okay. There, it's gonna be okay. And this to here. I think this is just gonna be 20. Okay. And just together. That'll go together. Okay. And then these two. Just get that right here. Just pull. So that's gonna be 3 plus 3 plus 3. Everything is checking out so far. Just take a quick note. Okay. Okay. And do you remember how long you were gone for? Do you remember when you got back home? Okay. Okay. So they were really nice then. That's good. Okay. Okay, so 42 times 3 divided by... Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay. And can you smile for me? Perfect, thank you. Alrighty, so I do just have some little schematics here that I wanted you to take a look at and see if you remember anything about them. I will just shine a little bit of a light behind them so that maybe they'll be a little bit more visible to you. Okay, so just let me know if you remember. Do you remember anything from this map here? Does this look familiar to you? Okay, and what about this one here? Does this look familiar to you at all? Okay, go ahead, just take a quick look. Okay, and what about these ones here in the middle? Does this one look familiar to you? Okay, and this one here? Does that look familiar? Okay, what about this thing in the middle here? Okay. Yeah, we found this just kind of where we thought it would be near you. Okay, and what this one, does this one look familiar? Okay. And what about without the light? Does it look familiar without the light? Okay, I can hold it a little closer to you. Does this look familiar to you at all? Okay. 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 So maybe this one a little bit then. Okay. And not this one. Oh, okay. Okay, so this one and this one might look a little familiar. Perfect. Thank you. Just going to take a note of that. Okay. So I am just going to double check that your brain is still working the way that it should. So could you just tell me what these two numbers added together are? Perfect. Very good. And what about this number plus this number? Okay, very good. And do you recall what the first two numbers I showed you were? Good, right. It was 2 2s, right? Very good. Okay. So I'm just going to have you identify some very common shapes for me. Okay. And could you tell me what this shape is? Good. Okay. Square. Could you tell me what this shape is? Good. A heart. And could you tell me what this shape is? Good, right. And how many sides does it have? Right, 8. Very good job. Okay, now could you tell me what color this square is? Good. And could you please tell me what color this square is? Good. And could you tell me what color this heart is? Good, that's purple. Could you tell me what color this heart is? Good. And could you tell me what color this square is? Good. And lastly, could you tell me what shape this is? Good job. Do you remember what the first shape I showed you was? Perfect. Very good job. So lastly, I am just going to take my scanner here, and I am just going to make sure that they didn't leave any sort of magical properties on you before I let you go. Are you feeling like you've had any sort of new powers or special abilities that you've gained since visiting with these aliens? Okay. Okay, interesting. Perfect. Okay. Good. And I'll just scan here a little bit. Just gonna scan here a little bit. Good. Good, 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 good. Okay. And scan, scanning. Scan, scan. Just gonna scan, scanning. 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 Okay. Good. Okay. All right. I think we're all set there. Did you have any questions about your experience or what will be happening after this? Okay, perfect. Well, in that case, I will let you go. Thank you so much for coming in. We really appreciate you taking the time, and we'll give you your results in just a few days, okay? All right. Well, I'll see you soon. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.